Welcome back to the deep dive. Today, we're immersing ourselves in a really gripping story taken from this novel. Our goal.
Well, we want to pull out the powerful, sometimes kind of surprising insights about love, family, and, the incredible strength it takes to overcome a tough past.
Exactly. You've shared these rich source materials with us, and yeah, we're ready to unpack them.
We definitely are. We'll explore how these deep, unexpected connections can just form, and the resilience, the sheer grit needed to break cycles of abuse.
And also the huge impact of, choosing your own family.
Right. You'll find some really raw, emotional moments and, honestly, some surprising turns that I think will stick with you.
Yeah, I think so too. Our sources today, they really focus on the lives of Atlas and Lily, these two main characters. Their paths are about to cross again in ways that, well, neither of them could really predict.
And it leads them down this road of healing, finding themselves, and building this unconventional but really deeply loving family unit.
Okay, let's dive in. Let's start with Atlas's world.
Sounds good.
So our story kicks off not with romance, interestingly, but with this kind of puzzle. Atlas, he's a successful chef, owns two popular restaurants, Bibbs and Corrigan's.
Doing well for himself.
Right. But suddenly he's dealing with this bizarre string of vandalism incidents. You'd think property damage, that's going to be his main worry.
And yet it's his reaction that really jumps out, doesn't it? It starts at Bibbs,
Mm-hmm.
broken glass, yeah, but also the theft of all the croutons.
The whole stock, it's so specific. And then asshole, spray painted, but spelled ASS space WHOLE.
Right. And what's truly revealing is Atlas, straight away, refuses to call the police. He actually says, I don't want anyone arrested for stealing croutons.
It's not just like being nice, it's deeper.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's this empathy that comes from his own past.
Yeah.
He mentioned stealing a Tookie sandwich once when he was starving.
Yeah.
He sees the desperation behind it.
That first reaction just sets the tone for everything, really. And then, well, it escalates.
Yeah, Corrigan's, his newer place, the more secure one, gets hit next. This time it's, fuck you, Atlas. ATLASS with ass underlined.
The spelling again, and the security footage, that adds another layer.
Oh, totally. It shows this young kid, looks homeless, trying and failing to break the windows, but then he just curls up on the back
Wow,
stacks
sleeps there.
for 2 hours. And the boss snuck over to chill. Just sleeps.
Wow. That paints a picture. So the big question is obviously, who is this kid?
And the answer comes from, well, about the last place you'd expect.
Mhm.
Atlas gets this call out of the blue from his mother, Sutton.
Someone he hasn't spoken to in years, right?
Years. And she's not calling out of concern, not really. She reveals Atlas has a younger brother, Josh, who's maybe 11 or 12,
Mm-hmm.
and he's run away.
And Sutton's main worry is,
Truancy charges.
Hmm.
She says, they're threatening to file truancy charges on me if he doesn't show back up to school. Not, is my son okay?
oh man, so Atlas must connect the dots instantly.
Pretty much. The bad spelling, the obvious hunger or desperation driving the theft, the
Yeah.
kid's age, it all just clicks. It has to be Josh.
So he takes him in, finds him, brings him home.
Yep. And then you start to see this raw picture of Josh's life with Sutton and their father, Tim. And Josh is, well, he's angry, really angry at Alice, thinking he was abandoned.
Which must be incredibly tough for Atlas to hear, but it's also this huge turning point.
It really is. Alice just steps up. He chooses to be the ally, the protector that Josh clearly needs. He gives him stability, starts looking into legal custody.
And he even confronts Sutton.
Directly. Especially when she actually gets physical with Josh right in front of him. Alice steps in, pulls her off Josh, helps his brother document the bruising.
Wow. He's actively breaking that cycle.
Absolutely. He's dismantling the pattern of neglect and abuse he lived through. He even notes how Josh seems harder and angrier than he was at that age. It's like he's trying to rewrite his own past by giving Josh the support he never got.
Okay, so while Alice is dealing with this huge family upheaval, let's shift to Lily. She's fighting her own kind of battle, isn't she, with her ex-husband, Ryle.
Their history is incredibly fraught. And the sources make it really clear that Ryle's possessiveness, his need for control, it didn't just disappear when they divorced. It's still impacting her life.
Yeah, you see him trying to maintain that control, right? Demanding a key to her place.
Yep. Questioning her dating life.
Yeah.
And then his reaction to their daughter Emmy's middle name, finding out it's a nod to a cartoon Lily and Atlas shared.
He completely flips out.
Intense possessive anger. He takes it as a personal affront, a deliberate move against him. It really shows you leaving an abusive relationship is rarely a clean break. The control attempts can continue.
But Lily has this way of fighting back, internally at least, this list of reminders.
Yes, It's such a powerful tool. It's this stark, factual list of Ryle's past physical abuse.
And its specific incidents.
Very specific. Slapping her, pushing her downstairs, biting her.
Right on the spot where Atlas used to kiss her shoulder, leaving a scar.
Exactly. And attempting to force himself on her. This list, it's not just for memory, it's a psychological anchor.
Yeah, it combats the gaslighting, the self-doubt.
Precisely. It gives her something concrete to hold on to when emotions or Ryle's manipulations tried to blur the reality of what happened. And she doesn't do it all alone either.
No, her support system is key. Alyssa and Marshall.
Absolutely. They help her set up this big family meeting. The goal is to set really clear boundaries with Ryle about visiting Emmy. Marshall even calls Ryle out directly on his past behavior.
That takes guts, a united front.
It's incredibly powerful. It lets Lily reclaim some agency, protect her daughter. Even though Ryle, predictably, gets defensive, throws his weight around, reminding her he's a neurosurgeon, and pays for her apartment.
Ugh. But it shows escaping abuse is ongoing. It takes courage, and yeah, you need people in your corner.
Definitely.
Okay, so amidst all this personal drama for both of them, Atlas and Lily, they reconnect after a chance meeting.
Yeah, and it starts slowly, carefully. Alice kind of puts the ball in her court, text-wise, and struggles a bit when she hesitates.
But he persists. That, why are you avoiding me pasta? He brings her for lunch. It's actually pretty charming.
It is. And you see this genuine tenderness as they start talking again. There's this one moment on their first official date. Lily's so exhausted from single parenthood, she actually falls asleep.
Oh, wow. What does Atlas do?
He ends up reading her old childhood journal that she happened to have with her. And he finds her entry about their first kiss.
From when they were kids.
Yeah. And reading her words, he realizes just how much he meant to her back then. And crucially, how important she was to him during his really difficult youth when he was homeless. She was his lifeline, he realized.
Fast, it hit him hard.
For sure. And it leads to this incredibly open, vulnerable conversation. Atlas shares this deeply personal letter he wrote but never sent.
What's in the letter?
He basically lays bare his past, how she was everything to him as lifeline, like you said, and his deep regret about leaving her back then. He was afraid he'd drag her down, bring stress into her life.
And the guilt.
Yeah, he admits his guilt comes from knowing that because he left, she ended up meeting Ryle, someone who hurt, just like her father hurt her mother. He actually writes, "If I didn't leave you, you never would have met a man who would end up hurting you." It's incredibly raw.
Wow. That level of honesty. That must have changed things.
Completely. It allows them to really connect. They even talk about her shoulder tattoo, the one she got over the scar from Ryle's bite, because that's where Atlas used to kiss her.
Yeah.
It just confirms this deep, unbroken connection.
And then he writes his wedding vows, even before they're engaged.
Yeah, he writes them down, reflecting on how he values every single moment with her, even the possibility of future pain, because she taught him what love actually feels like. He says something like, "I'll take whatever you'll give me. I will cherish every second."
That's beautiful. And the ending.
A perfect callback to their childhood connection. He ends the vows with, "P.S. It is my wish for you to be my fish."
That's from Finding Nemo, right? Their thing.
Exactly. And things progress from there. Tentative hugs turn into something more solid. Eventually, Lily tells him, "Come home." And she and Emmy move into Alice's place.
A huge step. Building that foundation.
Definitely.
So Lily and Emmy move in with Atlas and Josh, and what you see forming is this really modern blended family, almost instantly.
Yeah, it's quite something. Josh, who started off so angry and hardened, you see him playing with Emmy, calling her his niece.
Mm-hmm.
He even becomes friends with Theo, Lily's friend's kid.
There's this sense of active family building, isn't there? It's not just happening to them.
Absolutely. That's a great way to put it. Atlas really steps into that primary parent role for Josh.
Mm-hmm.
He even sets up these weekly family dinners with Sutton, Josh's mom.
Seriously, with Sutton? Why?
In an attempt, I think, to foster some kind of healthier connection for Josh's sake, even though Sutton is still difficult, manipulative.
But Atlas keeps trying.
He persists. His focus is purely on Josh's well-being. It's this deliberate choice to create a supportive environment, completely unlike the dysfunctional homes they both escaped. Remember Josh's family tree drawing?
Oh, yeah, where it's just him and Atlas.
Exactly. Tells you everything about who Josh sees as his real family now.
But Ryle's still lurking, still causing problems.
Yes. He doesn't react well to Lily moving in with Atlas. He actually confronts Atlas in his restaurant.
How does Atlas handle that?
Calmly, with this quiet strength. He basically tells Ryle that treating Lily well, the way she deserves, is the easiest part of my life.
Hmm.
Just shuts it down.
Wow. That's a statement. It shows his commitment.
Totally. And you feel this larger sense of chosen family solidifying, too. Lily's mom, who seemed a bit distant before, really embraces Atlas. She sees their connection, tells Lily she has him forever now.
And Alyssa and Marshall are still there?
Rock solid, offering practical help, emotional support, helping Lily manage Ryle. This whole network gives them the strength to handle everything, past and present.
And it all leads to their wedding.
Yeah, the culmination.
Right.
A real testament to their journey, their perseverance.
Yeah.
Love and intentional choices winning out over all that adversity.
What an incredible arc for both Atlas and Lily. This whole deep dive, it really highlights that power of resilience, doesn't it?
It really does. And the importance of healthy relationships, support systems,
Yeah.
and just the profound impact of choosing your own way forward, choosing
I
happiness.
mean, when it's incredibly hard.
Especially then. Their story kind of makes you ask, right?
Yeah.
How much does our past have to define us? And what does it take, what strength, to build the life you actually want?
Yeah. Atlas and Lily, through everything they went through, individually and together, they show that breaking those painful generational cycles, it's not just possible.
No, it can lead to something richer, more loving than maybe you even dared to imagine.
So maybe the takeaway for you, listening as you think about their story, perhaps it's that sometimes the biggest acts of love aren't the huge dramatic gestures.
Maybe they're the quiet, consistent, everyday choices.
Exactly. The choice to protect someone, to help them heal, to build something better, One step, one conversation, one loving chosen family at a time.